one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Burrow with the throw caught by Green. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Joe Burrow sacked by Max Crosby. A loss of 9.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Joe Mixon.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games. Have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out right at the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Number 30, Jalen Richard.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Atkins on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2-yard gain on the
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
To throw his car. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Tackled by Logan Wilson. 1-yard gain. Brings up.
We're scoreless after 1.
At the Bengals' 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Richard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr gives to Richard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Jalen Richard,
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Rodney Anderson.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Geno Atkins on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let's go set lunch. Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The give to Anderson here out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
45-yard attempt.
Oh, it's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score. Raiders 7. Bengals.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for John Ross.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Bengals.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems that he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, the 30, 10.
Give me some.
And oh, he coughed it up.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit. Deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll drop this one down and mix it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And the Raiders have got him. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Richard on the return. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. that late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So it's on to there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Rodney Anderson, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 57 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Past the and now off to the races down the right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
3 butt. Mike 42. Give it up.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Mixon. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Anderson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Logan Wilson on the tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They run it again with Anderson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your bet. And
he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Rodney Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's David Arnett picking it off.
Burrow's pass intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.